Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Harry. It's gonna be Harry Mackenzie. I forgot.
I'm Office Bloke Mike. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
And Harry.
We are live.
Yeah, we're coming at you live from Studio 3, Atlantic Podcast Studios, our new favourite place in the world.
It's lovely. It's nice.
It's a great room, and we can't be bothered moving the gearbox in the other room.
Still.
So this is a Patreon request, which is a nice segue into the fact that we have a
Patreon channel. Indeed we do. Go to patreon.com, put in Office Blokes Reacts, and you'll find us there. Got loads of different tiers, starting at £1.50. We've got block content, early access, exclusive videos. So go along there, support the channel.
Naked pics of Dave.
Yep.
It's true.
All sorts.
Easily Googleable though. If you don't want to pay for our Patreon, just type in
Office Bloke Dave.
Office Bloke Dave nude.
Naked.
If you dare.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is a Patreon request. Who was this from, Mike?
Jeff Burdick.
Jeff Burdick. Cheers, Jeff.
Jeff's been with us a while.
Yeah, Jeff's been a supporter of the channel for a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, quite a while now.
Popping up. So yeah, cheers for the support, Jeff. We do appreciate it. Jimmy Carr's best accents. Is this the right one? Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I think Jeff asked for regional accents, but this is the only one we could find. There was nothing that said
this will be
regional, but it'll be the same thing, won't it? So I'm assuming this is the one, hopefully.
I'm hoping he does some Jamaican.
I was sat at home last night and I said to my wife, I've got an idea for a board game.
Go on.
I said, why don't we do a board game where we read out a sentence, but it tells you on the card what accent you've got to do it in, and everybody else has to guess what accent it is. Or what? And that game already exists. It's called Accentuate. Okay, all right.
Damn. Yeah, swiftly moving on. Right, well, we'll get into it then. Jimmy Carr's best accents. Let's do it.
Okay.
Make a bit of an effort. When I'm travelling around the country doing this job, I always make a bit of an effort to do the accent of wherever I am. And I think generally people take that pretty well. They like the fact you've made a...
Can you do accents?
You heard my American one. What are you, a wise guy?
Quite like.
What are you doing? Can you do accents?
What, American?
No, any accent.
Any accent? Well, I like to think I can sometimes, but...
Wales.
Yeah, it's thinking...
Can you do Northern Ireland?
I used to do that.
I'm going to offend
I only know one phrase in the Northern Irish accent.
It's going to involve fuck, isn't it?
No.
No, go on.
I know where you live.
Okay.
What are you doing, Mr. Shelby?
Where's he from? Fucking Bristol?
No, Birmingham.
Is that from the accent?
You know what? That was alright, actually. That was an alright version of the guy from Peaky Blinders.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Belfast? Was that a Belfast accent?
He's American. He's American.
Is there an American actor? No, I think he's...
Is he Irish?
No, but he played a guy from Belfast or Northern Ireland in Peaky Blinders.
Out. Sounded like Bristol to me.
Is the guy in Event Horizon that pulls his own eyes out? If that means anything to you, that actor.
No.
Yeah, I know who it is. Yeah, I can't for life of me remember his name. But if I think about it and learn a sentence, I can do some. But
just remember, I know where you live. Ready?
I will find you.
An effort. But sometimes people get chippy if you don't get it exactly right. I had a guy come up to me. I was doing a gig in the north of England. And this guy came up to me after the show, quite aggressive. Yeah. He said, all right, kid. I don't think you've got any fucking respect for this town. Try and do the voice. We don't even fucking talk like that. Not bad.
It's a proper Manchester word, not bad.
Yeah. Not bad.
It's not bad. It's my favourite. Everyone did not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I said, no, you've got me all wrong. I love Newcastle.
I like the Welsh language. And I like the Welsh language because it was clearly invented by a dad losing at Scrabble. It's clearly what's happened there. That's not a word, it starts with 3 L's. It is a bloody word. Well, how's it pronounced? I was in North Wales last year. I was in Llandudno. Has anyone been to Llandudno?
Llandudno.
It's Llandudno.
Llandudno.
Llandudno, isn't it?
It's not Didno. It's Dudno. It's Llandudno.
That's how the Welsh pronounce it, though. Llandudno.
It's true.
We're from Manchester, so we just say Llandudno.
Yeah. I've actually driven all the way there once just for fish and chips, and then ate and drove back. Yeah.
bizarre.
It's a good chippy.
It'd have to be.
Yeah.
Good to know you don't have to answer. That's I'll ask you again. Has anyone been to Llandudno? Yeah. Oh, a few of you have been. It's a lovely town. I was there anyway doing a show. Got on stage, walked out, I said, it's lovely to be in Llandudno. This guy, front and centre, where you're sitting there, face like fucking thunder, went, it's not Llandudno, you bloody fool. It's Llandudno. In Wales, the double L is pronounced with a C. I said, all right, don't be a lunt about it. I've got a friend that got into an argument with a barmaid from Sunderland. Long story short, he ended up calling her a fat, ugly, Geordie cunt. And she said, I'm no a Geordie. I'm no a Geordie. Sorry, that's a terrible accent. But it is how they talk. I found a bit of material last year about the rioting all over Paris. French people rioting, it's funny. Oh, quick, Pierre, they have a water cannon. If we're not careful, we'll be washed. And I wanted to check I hadn't offended anyone, so I said, are there any French people in? Someone shouted, si, senor. I thought that's a new kind of stupid. Because it's Spanish. Why do I laugh like a sexual predator?
Predator.
I like the way that sexual predator sounds better in your accent than any other. A sexual predator. I don't know why I laugh like that. It's one of life's mysteries. In the same way as why you dressed as a gay lumberjack. We may never know. Now, I've discovered the secret to the Welsh accent isn't so much a phrase, it's more a state of mind. To do a good Welsh accent, you've just got to sound confused. Whose coat is that jacket? Whose shoes are those trainers? See those two houses? The one in the middle is mine. That paper you're sitting on, are you reading that? I came out of the shop and there was my bike. Gone. Anyone? That's pretty much the first half of my show, ladies and gentlemen. But it's mainly me talking in the first half. Any questions so far? Anything else you'd like to know? Yes. Oh, I'm going to presume all the questions are for me. If I'm not being too starry and arrogant. Although there's something about my name in this town. Jimmy! Just sounds right. Obviously, the Scottish accent, probably the best phrase to use is, there's been a murder! Chances are there probably fucking has been. You're from Belfast, right? Ginger and community. I was just saying what you said to me back. Oh, how come you're teaching over here then? Are you in the witness relocation scheme? What the fuck happened? Fucking grass. What do you teach? What subject? What, sorry? English? You could barely fucking pronounce. Anyone in from Belfast? Anyone from Belfast? You Belfast? Where's Belfast? Hey, Belfast. This is the phrase I use to get the Belfast accent right. Ginger and community.
God, I wish I'd have heard that before. Especially dressed as a gay lumberjack.
Ginger and community.
Ginger.
It's right though, isn't it? If you had a phrase for every accent and you
sets
just
it up.
said that, it kind of it triggers it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Gets into the swing of it.
Community.
The terrifying stare is optional, but I find it helps. Ginger and community. Community has more syllables than you thought it had. Do you know what the age of consent is in Mexico? It's 12. That's one way to deal with a paedophilia problem, isn't it? I imagine they've still got a problem. She looked 12 to me. The
first time I ever came to Glasgow to play at the Stand Comedy Club, I got in the back of a taxi, yeah? And I said to the bloke, because I wanted to make a reference to where was rough in town. So I said, excuse me, driver, where's rough in Glasgow? And he said, for you, everywhere. And then I was on stage later that night, on stage, and I told that story on stage, and all I said was, and I thought this was a comment that was beyond any kind of argument, all I said was, Glasgow is quite an aggressive town. And a guy down the front went, no it fucking isn't it? No hint of irony, no it fucking isn't it? I thought this place will do for me. Anyone from Manchester? No one from Manchester. The accent's pretty easy for Manchester. You just need 3 words. Started. All right. Not bad.
He's missing one. He's missing the key word. Mint.
Mint. I never say mint.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
Mint that.
Brilliant. That's another Manchester one, I think.
I think mint's more.
Mint. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mint. Yeah, that's used quite.
I say if you see something like that, it's mint that.
I just never said. I said it when I was younger, but I've replaced it with swear words.
Because you moved out of the area.
That's true.
That's what it is. You're not real true Manc anymore.
Yeah, you're Cheshire now.
You're farmer.
Well, to be
Use
fair,
things like sweet corn,
when I
harvester.
when I grew up in Altrincham, it wasn't classed as Greater Manchester anyway. It was Cheshire.
Yeah.
So actually, I didn't grow up in Manchester. I only lived there for a couple of years while I was at uni.
So am I the only true Manc here?
I was born in Wythenshawe. That counts, doesn't it?
Farmers.
No, I was born in Sunderland.
Don't know where that is.
I was born in Wythenshawe. Grew up in Wythenshawe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Manchester.
Not bad.
Not bad. Sorted.
I once had sex with an Australian girl. She said mid-coitus, whilst fucking. She said, have you slimed yet? Have you slimed yet? I thought it was not fucking Ghostbusters.
I think the easiest accent
So
in the
grim.
UK is the West Country, because the West Country is just a pirate voice, isn't it? Who can't do a fucking pirate voice? I'm going on a date with my sister.
All that ever comes to my mind when he's that is Fred West.
Oh, my mammy doesn't find out. I'm cheating on her. So I've come up with a way of dealing with this, okay? I could just say to her, could you not say mundane things during sex because it sort of kills the mood for me, sort of ruins it, kills the moment. I could just say that, but that would be literally no fun at all. So what I'm doing is whatever she says to me, no matter how mundane, whatever she says to me during sex, I try and make it sexy. Set myself that challenge. It's a lot of fun. I'll give you an example. She said to me a couple of weeks ago, she said, the recycling's coming tomorrow. Well, more accurately, she said, the recycling's coming tomorrow. So I said, the recycling's not the only thing coming tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna separate your paper and plastic. Doesn't really mean anything. That's my sexy voice, by the way.
Terrifying sexy.
I've kind of gone for a 1970s blaxploitation New York City voice, because then you can say things like, I'm coming. If I just use my voice, I've just got to go, I've arrived. Now, what would be...
I'd love a Jimmy Carr sat-nav that just talks like that.
Oh,
I've arrived.
great. Yeah, it'd be really good.
phrase? If I was going to try and do the Birmingham accent, what would be the phrase for Birmingham? What would be the thing if I was going to...
But it's sausage. Bubs. What are bubs?
You should be good at all the
It's-
Birmingham
well,
ones,
it's-
or you, half your
You're
family's
right.
there.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right over there.
But it's sausage. It's chips. It's a lot of bits. It's a lot of bits. It's a lot of bit bubs.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Peaky fucking blinders. There you go. That was bad.
What's that, like a Scouse Cockney?
That's how they talked in the 1920s in Birmingham.
So I believe.
All right.
You're right.
All right. The other phrase that seems to come up a lot in Birmingham is, it's fucking shit here. All right, it's fucking shit here. Any other phrases for Birmingham? What other? What was that? That was just all vowels. What was it?
Yeah,
A yow, all right. A yow, all right. Have you had a stroke? I said I shouldn't really joke about strokes. If I ever have a stroke, I'll be laughing out the other side of my face. Are there any other words, any other key phrases for Birmingham? What, sorry? Cup of tea. How am ya? How am ya? How am ya? Poorly educated? What, sorry, what was that one there? Rather cold today. Cold today, aye. That's like small talk at a bus station. I suppose we're in Glasgow, it could well have happened at a bus station. I got the little... Oh, yes. I remember when my nan was really ill in hospital, we went to visit her in Limerick, in Ireland. Went over to see her, and it was, you know, near the end, and the doctor came out, and he said to us, he said, oh no, she's very bad now. She can't breathe without oxygen. I thought, where did you get your medical degree? The internet? Aussie? I can do Aussie. I can do... Yorkshire? It's £25 a ticket. I thought we priced you out. Yorkshire? Yorkshire, say what I like, and I like what I bloody well say. Whippet, Tetley, frugal, cricket. My favourite Yorkshire phrase is tin, 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 which means it isn't in the tin. Tin, tin, tin. Oh, tin, tin, tin.
He actually isn't wrong either,
That's
is
cracker, that, isn't it? That's really good.
Yorkshire accent, he hit the nail on the head with me. As soon as I meet someone from Yorkshire, they are typical. Yorkshire post under their arm, cup of Tetley tea,
and talk about
flat
cricket.
cap, got wicket, they got whippet. They don't got a whippet, got whippet.
Got with it.
Who do we have? Where's Australian? Give us a shout, Australian man. Are you still fucking there? Where are you? I can do Australian. I can do... Is it the Prime Minister or the President? I can never remember, but I can do Alf from Home and Away. Whichever one he is. You're acting like a bloody hoon, mate. A larrigan, a prize galah. Whatever the fuck a galah is. Whereabouts in Australia are you from? Melbourne. So you weren't affected by the flooding, were you? Is that why you've sat so high up? I'm not taking any fucking chances, but... I was in the back of a cab in Newcastle, and the cab driver said to me, "There's no red light district in Newcastle." Because that's how they talk. If you're in Newcastle for the weekend, it's most disconcerting, because you find yourself thinking, is everyone trying to start a sing-song and I just don't know the words? There's no red light district in Newcastle. I hadn't asked, incidentally. I hadn't got in the back of a cab in Newcastle and said, "Take me to the prostitutes, my good man." No, just apropos of nothing, this bloke went to me, "There's no red light district in Newcastle." No, I didn't say anything, because he was quite a big, tough, Geordie bloke. But I did think to myself, I'll tell you why, no need. Roller coaster, pooper scooper, oompa loompa, Kawasaki, 4 unrelated words, meaningless in all respects, other than if you're trying to do the Geordie accent. In which case, they're a fucking gift. Roller coaster, pooper scooper, oompa loompa, Kawasaki. The other one I loved, I was doing a gig last year in Cardiff, and front and centre, this guy front and centre where you're sitting there, madam, out of nowhere, 20 minutes into the gig, he just went, "Dragon." So there wasn't a massive pause before he said dragon. That was just to let you know what happened there. In my head, I had to go, "Whose coat is that jacket?" to get it started in my head. 20 minutes in, he just went, dragon. I went, what? He went, dragon. I went, yeah, but what do you want? He went, I'd like a joke about a dragon, please. And he said it like I was the cunt for turning up in Wales without any dragon-based humour. Tosser. Right. Just tosser. Yeah, you know you're in fucking Glasgow, don't you, where someone pays you $22.50 to tell you to fuck off. This is the phrase I use to do the Scouse accent. This is the phrase I have in my head to get me started in the Scouse. I want some chicken and a can of coke. I want some chicken and a can of coke. I want some chicken and a can of coke.
When anyone does a Scouse accent as well, they always do that, don't they?
The arms always go, don't they?
Hey.
He did one with the Mank one before. He like pointed or something in there where he's like, not bad.
We do that, don't we? We do that a lot.
Yeah.
Coke. I want some chicken and a can of coke. The little head bobble just comes if you say it a few times. I want some chicken and a can of coke. Obviously, that's just to get you started. Once you get started, then you can say something properly, authentically Scouse. I want some chicken and a can of coke. I'm going on the rob. I've got to get a prezi. It's me gran's birthday. She's 30. He came to my front door and they were collecting for a homeless shelter, so I gave him a cardboard box.
Cheeky bonus.
Top bloke, Jimmy Carr. Brilliant. Oh, yeah.
I think he's up there. He's one of the top comedians in England.
He's got to be, hasn't he?
He's in the top 3. I'd say definitely top 3 in England.
I've seen him on American sort of radio shows and podcasts and stuff where he actually has all the other comedians in stitches. But I'm not sure in America the general audience appreciates him anywhere near as much as we do over here. But I think he's more of a comedian over there. Like
possibly, yeah. Don't know. Let us know.
I suppose something like that would be more popular over here because of the accents. Cause
the
regional
accents,
so you get it more, I suppose, don't you?
Yeah.
But top bloke though.
But not only that, he's right about the actual people that come from them areas. They're all the best one there for me in Newcastle. You don't need one.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Yeah, funny. Hope you guys like that too. And if you have any questions about regional accents in the UK, ask Mike. He's got all the pirate accents.
I don't know.
Don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll join you guys on the next one.
Yep. Cheers.